Alright, I'm back again. I'm going to replace the fender on my 2013 Chevy Volt. I picked up a replacement fender from a junkyard. I got this fender for 70 bucks. So I'm going to show you how to replace it today. Alright, the first step is to loosen the front fascia. My bumper is already damaged and cracked, so I'm not going to have to loosen it too much, but that's where we're going to start. And then we're going to remove the front wheelhouse liners, which mine are damaged as well because they attach to the bumper and the bumper is damaged. And then we're going to remove the air inlet extension, which is up in the corner of the fender and window sill. So I currently have this bumper just kind of zip tied to the fender. So we got a little 7mm bolt here. Alright, so that wheel liner is loose now from the bumper. Alright, next up is this little air inlet extension piece. It's just a little kind of rubber plastic piece here. Mine broke, and so I drilled a hole and put a little grommet to secure it. So this is not how most of them look. So pretty easy. Just a little piece. So this is probably one of the hardest parts of the whole job, is to remove that clip. Doesn't seem like much, but you have to remove this in order to get to a bolt that's underneath this whole cover. So this cover has to come off, or at least loosened a little bit, because there's a bolt right down here. It's very annoying, very frustrating. So I just used a screwdriver and just gently pried and leveraged the best I could to break that loose. So after removing this upper clip, you barely have enough room to get a 10mm wrench back here. So if you remove that little clip, you have a little bit more room to turn this got it. Finally. So you're technically supposed to remove that whole badge, but I find it nearly impossible. So I've chosen to just remove that upper clip and then removing the bolt down below that holds the fender on. So I'll take this badge off once I get the whole fender off. So next step is to take off this plastic piece here. So I gotta take off this stuff here. So this bottom has, or this trim piece has this little plastic push pin thing that you have to release from the bottom. So the next step we need to do is remove this rear splash guard. So then you kind of unclip this from the fender. Alright, the next step is to remove the lower molding, and when you open up the door you can access the rear little pin there and release it from the door sill area. Alright, there's another 10mm bolt underneath this door molding. So and I forgot to mention that there's a clip like this underneath this this door sill down here that you need to release, as well as these two up here, in order to get to this rear bolt. Next step is to remove that driver's side headlight. So I'm going to release the bolts that are holding the rest of the bolts to the fender, and we'll go from there. One more bolt back behind the fender. That one does not have to be fully Next step is to reconnect everything. So this door was not opening and closing very well, so I opened up that little housing and added some WD-40, and now it's working perfectly. Assembled, and hopefully get it all lined up. Alright, so now let's get it. Alright, so that is pretty much done. I just got to finish up that lower corner down there. But yeah, it's all done. It took me a while, much longer than anticipated. It did have a front end collision, so things aren't lining up perfectly, but I don't really care, so I will just live with it. Alright, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like and follow for more future videos.